When I travel, there are 4 devices that I take with me. I take my iPhone, I take my earbuds, I take my Apple Watch, and most of the time I also take my MacBook Pro. Now, traveling with those 4 devices is what I have found works best for me. And one of the challenges of having those 4 devices together is keeping them all charged, charging them overnight, and keeping them charged during the day when I'm needing to use them. Last year, I was in Europe for a couple of months, and I took with me 9 different charging devices to try them out for you guys to see which ones worked the best, both for overnight charging and as well as charging on the go and charging multiple devices at once. I really wanted to find chargers that eliminated cords and cables and that worked efficiently for charging all of my devices in various settings. So I'm going to show you today 3 different chargers that I have found work really well together and accomplish those goals. The other things I want to show you today have to do with the security of your devices. If your devices get lost or stolen or damaged, that's a really big deal. So what I'm going to show you today are several things that I have found help keep your devices safe and secure and also keep them from being damaged. So let's get started. So the first charger I'm going to show you, I'm absolutely sold on. I used it hundreds of times this last year and it has been amazing. This is a 3-in-1 charger from the company Evolved. And there's a few things that I really like about it. First of all, it will charge 3 of your devices at once: your earbuds, your watch, and your phone. All 3 surfaces are magnetic. It holds onto your devices and it charges them as they sit on this little stand. So first of all, this eliminates cables. I no longer have to bring my phone charger, my watch charger cable, or my earbud charger cable. I just have one cable that charges this device, and then all the others can just stay at home. Now, as my phone is charging, the one thing that I like about this is it will hold on to it either landscape mode or portrait mode. So if I want to work on my phone, I can put the phone into landscape mode and I can do everything I need to do on my phone while it's charging at the same time. The other thing I like is I need a charger that will charge in between 5 and 7 hours. That's about how much time I spend sleeping, and this easily handles all 3 devices and has them fully charged by the time I'm awake and I'm ready to get going the next day. The other thing I really like is how compact this thing is. It's about the size of a good bar of good French soap, and you can see here in the video the size compared to that, and then also compared to a banana, which everybody knows what that looks like. So I thought that would be a nice comparison for you to see the size of this. But now, Evolved does not make the cheapest chargers in the world, but I am a believer now in quality over quantity, and this charger is entirely worth the money that you'll spend on it. Highly recommend for overnight charging. Now, the next charger is the one I think I'm most excited about. On the go during the day, my phone, I use it so much that it's often about dead by 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And in the past, I've had a lot of kind of on-the-go chargers that fit into my purse. I could plug them into my phone and I could continue using my phone, but it was always a hassle holding on to that as well as my phone, trying to photograph and film things, and it really was inconvenient. So this one I am so excited about. This is a charger from the company Casely, and I've used their products for many years, but this thing, I think it is a game changer. And there's a few things that I really like about it. Number one, no cable to plug into your phone. As you put this thing onto your phone, it magnetically attaches to it and it just sticks to your phone while it charges it, and you can use your phone as normal as you're out and about. I absolutely love that. The second thing I really like about it is, again, it comes with a very small cable. You can charge it overnight and it's very easy to charge. And again, the size of this thing is very small. Here again, I've compared it to that bar of soap and a banana so that you can see the size, but this is very small. It's a little larger than a credit card, just a little bit thicker, doesn't weigh too much, and it can just slip into the pocket of your bag and you can have it whenever you need to recharge. This thing will charge your phone fully from 0 to 100% in about 2.5 hours, which I think is great for a tiny charger like this. And the MagSafe technology that it has allows it to cling to your phone while it's charging your phone at the same time, and you don't have to deal with holding onto a charging brick that's plugged into your phone while you're trying to use it out on the go. I am in love with this thing and a little bit obsessed. So the fun thing about these little chargers is they come in tons of different colors and patterns. So I'm showing you a few samples here. On Amazon, they have 19, I think, available, but on their website, they have many, many, many more. So I highly recommend that you follow my link below to their website because you'll have the biggest choice on their website and you can take your pick of the one that you like the most. Super cute, very powerful, extremely practical for on-the-go charging. Now, I don't always travel with my MacBook, but often I do need to take it along. Sometimes it's because I just want to be able to edit my photos or videos at the end of the day. Sometimes I do have to work when I'm traveling, and that's fine, but I like to take a whole day, slam out everything that I need to do, get it done, and then continue on with enjoying my trip. So when I do that and I do have to take my MacBook, I often like to get out of the room I'm staying at in order to do my work. But often that's challenging because after about 4 hours, my devices one by one start to run out of power. And it's often difficult to find a place to plug in. So I have found this device right here. This is a very small charging brick from TG90. And this device is one that I've been using for several years now, and I'm absolutely sold on it. And there's a few reasons that I like it. Number one, it's very thin and compact. But the best thing about it is that its cables are built in. That whole business of me trying to get rid of cords and cables, this accomplishes. So the cables that it has are tucked into the edges here, and it has a number of different cables attached to it. This is a lightning cable that will attach to my phone, and these two cables here are for my MacBook and for a camera if I ever wanted to take a camera with me. Now this device powers up and is chargeable in just a few hours when you plug it in. And it will fully charge both devices plugged in at the same time, so I can continue to work and have my devices both powered up without running out of power. Also, if I'm only taking my phone and my MacBook on a short work trip, say, I can plug this device in overnight, have both my MacBook and my phone plugged into it, and it will charge both of them while it's charging as well. So this little guy is very practical for if you have a couple of devices that you're wanting to charge up at the same time and have a charger that's going to be practical for multiple devices. Now, another very simple device I'd like to throw into this mix with my TG90 and my MacBook and my phone is this little phone stand from JSAUX. It's a very simple device, but when I'm out working during the day, I want to have my phone standing up, but I want it to be able to charge at the same time. So my phone can be charging, it can be on a vertical stand, and I could be taking a conference call or referring to my phone and things on my MacBook at the same time, but it's still charging and it still keeps my phone usable in a way that makes it really practical. This is just another little piece that complements the other tech that I take with me. So as always, if you're appreciating this content, I would love it if you would like and subscribe. I have links to everything down below that I'm showing today, so you can go ahead and take a look at those things if there's something that interests you. And to be clear, these are mostly, not all, but mostly affiliate links, and I do get a small commission for things that you purchase through my links below. Let's go on now and talk a little bit about how to protect your tech as you're traveling. So a lot of people know about Apple AirTags, but I just wanted to briefly talk about these in case you don't know about them. Basically, this is a homing device for your stuff. If you throw one of these into your suitcase or any bag that you own, it acts as a homing beacon. It pings off all the other Apple iPhones that are around, and it shows you its exact location. So if your luggage gets lost, you can see exactly where it is, what airport it is, what tarmac it's on, what terminal it's at. Now, these aren't just good for luggage. These are actually also good to give to your kids. Europe and many other places that tourists go now are super crowded. And as much as you want to hang on to your kids, kids wander off. Kids get away from you sometimes. And I know people that have put these into their kids' pockets or their little bags or backpacks, and they have been able to find their kids quickly because they can see exactly where they are with the Find My feature on their phone. So this is something that I highly recommend for stuff and for people. Even if you have teenagers, this might be useful. This is my next piece of protecting your Tech. And these are little QR stickers from the company Tile. Now, Tile makes a lot of really great devices, but this one I like because it's inexpensive and it's very easy to use. I bought a pack of 15 QR code stickers from Tile, and the way that it works is you stick the sticker onto your device, you tag that sticker electronically to the app that you download into your phone. And when somebody finds your device, maybe that you've left behind on a bench or in a museum or in a restaurant or somewhere, they can scan the app and it pops up with your contact information, and they can choose to either text you or they can choose to call you. Now, a lot of people are uncomfortable with strangers having their contact info, but honestly, I think there are more good people in the world than dishonest people in the world. And I think the chances of your stuff being found by a good person are quite high. I think it's worth it to get whatever device it is that you left behind back. Things are expensive, and if you lose them on a trip, it's just a massive hassle to try to replace them or live without the device as you travel. Highly recommend these. So something I've been using for 6 or 7 years now is a POPSOCKET. Now, this is my old POPSOCKET. It's stuck to my phone case using adhesive, and it was great. It pops down, you can wedge it between your fingers, and when you're using your phone, the likelihood of you dropping your phone with this attached is very small. That's why I use it. But I never liked the fact that if I wanted to charge my phone on a magnetic charger, I had to remove the entire phone case in order to do that. Well, POPSOCKET has fixed that problem. So now POPSOCKET makes a magnetically attached POPSOCKET that goes onto your phone. It comes with a ring that's very similar to the one that comes with the Casely PowerPod I showed you earlier, and that's why it's great. It is interchangeable with the Casely PowerPod. If you are walking around with your POPSOCKET on your phone and your phone is dying, it's running out of power, you can just pop this off of the magnetic ring on your phone, pop on the Casely PowerPod, and your phone can continue to charge while you're using it. Once the charge is done, you just pop the Casely PowerPod off, pull this out of your bag. It's been flattened so it fits into the side pocket really easily, and you can just pop this right back onto the magnetic ring of your phone and hold on to it again, and it won't get away from you. So I think this thing is fantastic. I've had one for years, I've used them for years, and I love the improvement of the magnetic attachment. Now, the one thing I worried about, I was a little skeptical of a magnet holding this to my phone, but honestly, this magnet is extremely strong. And once it is stuck onto your phone, it's not going anywhere. I have flung my phone, I have tried to get it off, tried to get the magnet to detach, but it won't. It's very, very strong. Highly recommend this thing. It'll keep you from dropping and damaging your phone. The final category I'm going to talk about today is simply my MacBook Pro. Now, I love my 13-inch MacBook Pro. A lot of people say, how can you travel with a laptop? They weigh a lot, they take up space, but honestly, even if I'm just on vacation, I take this thing with me. It is so thin, it's very lightweight. I love it. If you haven't used a Mac before, you're missing out. It's very user-friendly, it doesn't get viruses, it works and works and just keeps going, and it can run the most powerful software that I need to do whatever I need to do. Now, there's two ways that I've protected my MacBook. The first one is with FISHSKYN. FISHSKYN is a company that makes these beautiful stickers that go on the outside that are meant to be protective of your computer. Now, I have had this FISHSKYN on my computer for about 3 years now, and it still looks brand new. It has protected my MacBook from getting scratched. It has protected it from getting damaged, and it just gives me a little extra layer of security for my computer that I take with me when I go on trips. So the last thing I do to protect my MacBook when I'm traveling is I have a little carrying case for it. Now, I don't like big bulky computer cases. I like things to be quite minimalist. So what I have is a very small case from MOSISO. And what I like about this case is it offers a good amount of padding on the outside that'll protect my MacBook without being bulky. It is very thin. It slides into pretty much any small carry-on that I want to bring with me when I'm traveling. And if I need to bring a file folder or some papers inside, it has plenty of room. And it also has a pouch in the front where I can put small things as well that I might need to have with me. So again, I'm a little minimalist when it comes to my tech, as you can see, but this bag really helps protect my investment of my MacBook because I think it's just about the best computer there is out there. So thank you for watching my channel today. I hope something here has been useful. And again, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, I would be much appreciative of that. And all the links to everything that I've shown you today are down below in the description. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.